Hey guys, welcome back to WODdoc Project365, episode 340. Today what we're doing is collecting our last piece of the puzzle. We're doing our second of two functional exercises. Yesterday we talked about the one-arm overhead squat. We used the kettlebell. We talked about how that worked, the cross-kinetic chain. Today what we're doing is we're taking a max effort on both sides of Turkish get-ups. Why? Because a Turkish get-up is one of those movements that uses multiple kinetic chains as well as increases the complexity of the movement. Now nobody's saying that an overhead squat is a simple movement to perform. However, we can all agree that a Turkish get-up has a larger amount of complexity to it than an overhead squat. So now we're adding not only difficulty, multiple different chains, multiple different planes, but also complexity to the movement as well. Okay, so points of performance. First of all, this isn't a video that's going to be talked about, or this isn't a video of kettlebell or Turkish get-up technique, because there's so much to do with it. We can talk about it for days. This is simply points of performance. Keep those in mind as you max out with both your left and your right hand. Now, I don't have a kettlebell with me right now, but I want to show you, and I'm going to do it with sneaker. Here's the reason why. It's because when I was taught how to do Turkish get-ups, I was taught with a sneaker as well. Because if you can keep the sneaker on top of a closed fist like this, right, we know that we could keep a kettlebell there as well. That gives us slow, deliberate movements. Sound cool? So we're gonna start down on the ground. Now watch, the wind is definitely gonna blow this way. What I care about here is when we start here, elbow stays in nice and tight, we press away. Notice that the same arm that's up is the same knee that's up, and the heel is towards my butt. My hand is going to come down at a 45-degree angle here, okay? And I'm going to drive and initiate down this angle here, right? What I want you to notice is if my knee comes up, or not my knee, but my heel comes up, I'm not driving off of this back leg here, okay? And that's one of the big faults that we see right here. We see this come like that. You see how my leg just lifted up? That's not what we want to see. So here and here, we're going to drive at that 45-degree angle, and my hand is always watching my fist. From right there, I can press down, and my butt raises up into that high bridge, okay? This leg slides under, and now I'm in my vertical line here, okay? From right there, we're just going to allow ourselves to come up, take that cheater step to the forward, and drive ourselves up. From right there, we're going to retrace our steps. We step back down, okay? Now, this is where a lot of people will screw up here, or a lot of people will come fault here. They'll want to come down to the side. When really what we're going to do is we're going to retrace our steps right back to where they were. So now, where we're at is that same vertical line that we were at, right? So it's a side bend rather than a fall backwards, all right? Side bend here, okay? Now, if we have to, we can take that little cheater step, comes through to where we were, down to the elbow, here, and drive. Yeah, the goal of what today we're gonna do is we're gonna find a max effort kettlebell weight that we're gonna do with both our left and our right. We're going to record those two numbers, and we're going to collect our last piece of our functional puzzle. We'll talk about what to do with it tomorrow, okay? Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.